It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackle or miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 40.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Tackle made at his.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The open man is Smith. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
First down.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. 1st and goal at the 1. They'll look to run with Singletary. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go. Ready? Go. Go. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's 11.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
The ball carrier.
Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
1-yard line.
Here we go.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was second in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
On second down, Mostert, and he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
The 9-yard line.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Bills 14-yard line.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Back to the running game with Mostert. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Mostert, the ball
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
by A.J. Epinesa.
Garoppolo looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Throwing again on second down. Allen looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Third and 9.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Gold is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
First down, Bills.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Room here to run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Pickup of 2.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Flushed out right. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead.
The extra point is good.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Pass to kick off for Buffalo.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
The line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Go ahead.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
He's brought down by
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A gain of 32 that time.
At the 3-yard
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield, and then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
49ers.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
To kick off for San Francisco.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Now Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. On the give, this is Singletary. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
A gain of 4.
Throwing is Allen on third. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
And the Bills' first down.
319.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
18, Bills 7.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bills on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try. I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
49ers.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Bills on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And Beasley with it over the middle. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Allen on third down. And he's able to find Diggs. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big time.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the...
And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Touchdown. That's just the latest example, Charles, and maybe the one that we highlight post-game of what has been a great defensive performance.
They've had the upper hand all game long. That has got to be the knockout blow delivered right there. Pick 6 here in the 4th quarter. But how good do they feel about themselves? They're just looking at each other like, yeah. Masterful performance. We put that one on film, fellas.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle. And now here is another interception. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people